Hey guys, what's up? We're back. We're back. I'm upstairs in my office now. I got my almost little setup, child. I got everything straight now. Cause child, my other video, oh my God. I was like, listen, my lighting and stuff is just not how I need it. So let me take my ass upstairs to my office. That was me being lazy, not wanting to go upstairs. But baby, we got it now. Y'all see me back in business. Listen. We are back. Okay. Let's get into the show. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Y'all over there eating good, kick back, relaxing, and all the things of the things. Let's get into our show. I see you, Rose, my top flight ma. Rose is in the house. Thanks for being here, Rose. Thanks, Shirley Terry, Annette Holden, Kim Naughton, my other top flight ma, Sweet Essence is in the building. Hey, everybody pouring in. I see y'all. I see you, Stacy Lang. Thanks for being here. Be Wiser is here. My other top flight mod, Scorpion Miss is in the building. Call it a Passmore is here. Big Steak is here. Cam Libra Girl is in the house. Thanks for stopping by. All right, and everybody else in the bushes, please, everybody, go ahead and tap on that like for me. You know the video is going to be good. All right, you ain't got to wait to the end of the video and say, let me see what bullshit Caramel about to come with before we hit the like. And you already know we get ready to give you guys the tea and a great show. Okay, Armanelle Moore, thanks for stopping by. What up, Mellow Man? Okay, Shelly Matlock, thanks for being here. I said Armanelle Moore again. Thanks for being here. So she's speaking to Big Steak. What up, Shirley Terry? Hey, hi. All right, let's get into our show. Wanda the Nurse Advocate. All right, if y'all need a good nurse, honey, you get to laugh and you get to choking and carrying on. Y'all go on and hit Wanda the Nurse up, and she'll get on over there, child, and give you that good old mouth to mouth, so y'all can come on back and enjoy the show. Darnette Garner, thanks for being here, love. Okay. All right, let's go on and jump on it. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Teresa Williams, hey, love, how you doing? Brittany Janae is in the building. Delilah T is here. Thank you guys for stopping by. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. This is a pop-in. We're not going to be here too long, all right? Just going to pop in to give you guys this good tea, burn your tongue right quick, and let you get on up out of here, all right? Michelle H. Tuff is in the building as well. Thanks for being here, okay? And everybody else pouring in. All right, so we got some more drama surrounding this Stefon Diggs and Cardi B situation, child. Listen, it's always a mess with them. I'm about sick of this. Now, thank you for announcing your pregnancy, Cardi. But baby, our OnlyFans model has come out to expose Stefon Diggs with nude pictures and threatens to drop an sex tape after Cardi B romance drama, child. Ooh, I can't take no more. Child, let's get into it. Let's get into it, honey. Now, according to It's Only Entertainment, it says the OnlyFans model Brittany Jones is shaking the internet again, girl. All right. And this time, NFL star Stefon Diggs is in the hot seat. Child, he's staying in the hot seat. I know his ass cheeks is burnt to a crisp now. It says that Jones jumped on Twitter, you guys, with a bold message that had Cardi B's fans in a frenzy. She said that I'm not even mad at Cardi B. Congrats to them. She said that boy got some good ass. So I understand her trapping him. Not trapping, girl. Then she puts the wet emojis. She said, do y'all know I can take pipe? But that little boy had me tapping out. Come on, we find out Stefon Diggs is making biatches tap out over there. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, if your man don't make you tap out, he ain't doing shit in there, okay? All right, so I see why Cardi done got knocked up, child, over there with that good peen. So after receiving backlash from Cardi supporters accusing her of clout chasing, Brittany doubled down by posting receipts, child. Now, y'all know good receipt will always shut a bitch down. It said that she shared screenshots of alleged DMs and text exchanges with Diggs, including proof of 2 Cash App payments that he reportedly sent to her. All right. Now, it goes on to say, I'm the baby daddy snatcher. And then it puts the evil emoji. So it goes on to say, but the drama did not stop there. Jones later uploaded a nude photo that Diggs allegedly sent her before claiming that she also has 2 sex tapes with the wide receiver that she's considering releasing. Now, that's going to get you in some legal trouble right there, because you cannot do that, honey. That's revenge, PORN. You better ask Martell. His tight ass was locked up behind that bullshit and got charges and found guilty. So when you get out here and get mad at folk, you cannot be releasing no pictures and videos because you mad at them, girl. That's revenge P, and that will be a crime, all right? Child, she said, in my Suki voice, meaning Sukiyana voice, she said, child, now I'm eating his Booty Brown is out here. Not Booty Brown's girl. She said that the news comes at a time when Diggs' relationship with Cardi B is already under the spotlight, making this scandal even messier. Says that while Diggs has yet to publicly respond, that fans are torn between calling Britney out for clout chasing and demanding the NFL star clear the air. Well, now I already told you guys, okay, in my other video before this one, that another woman had come out to say that she was pregnant by Stefon. So I guess he do have some good peen over there. Like, damn, he knocking them down like dominoes out this bitch. So we know that Cardi is pregnant. He has his two other baby mamas. He's got a 5-month-old and then a 3-month-old. So he got a lot of babies around here. Damn, how many babies you got this year? What is that? Cardi? That's like 3 babies. Well, Cardi is doing February, but still, damn. Good child. This got me with heart palpitations. Nurse Advocate, I need you to get in here, girl. Put the jumper cables on me, child, and bring me back. Lord have mercy, because that was a lot. Oh my God. All right, so let's continue, child. All right. So as you guys can see here, what she's saying, child, she ain't even mad at Cardi B. She's congratulating him. She said that boy got some good ass peen. So she understands Cardi trapping him, child. So she can hold on to that. She said, but y'all know I could take a good little pipe or two, okay? Because that boy had him, tapping out. Like, oh, stop. I can't take no more. Lord Jesus. All right. And they're calling on the Lord. All right, so let's continue. Whoa. Now piano music. All right, so she says, guess I'm the baby daddy snatcher. She said, every time I smash a guy, I find out he got a baby on the way. Well, girl, you might want to switch up what kind of men you fooling with, okay? Because niggas like Stefon Diggs out here is definitely, girl, for the streets, for the woods, for every single highway that you can find out there in them streets, girl. All right, more so for the woods. The niggas for the woods, all right? Raised by wolves, as they call it. Let's continue. Child. Them be the ones, child, with the good peen that don't be shit most of the time. All right. It says, she goes on to say that why should baby mamas beef? She said that not like anyone got cheated on. She said she's the last baby mama, not number 1, 2, or 3. Girl, that's a lot. Said they can't get mad at people that came before you. So was that a subliminal towards Cardi? So they said that Cardi B reacts to rumors that her baby daddy, Stefon Diggs, was fathering several kids around the same time they were together. You guys saw this in my other video where she was saying, hi, Barbara, this is okay, hey Shirley, this is Barbara, that whole shit. But she's over there cooking like she is just unbothered by all this talk about Stefon having all these women coming out. So maybe they're just, friends with benefits, because I don't see how a woman would be cool with a man that she's claiming is her man, having multiple babies like back to back to back, including knocking you up. Like, I don't see how anybody is cool with that. But hey, if you like it, we love it, child. All right. Y'all see this? Ooh, this is juicy. So she says on Twitter, this is a girl, the OnlyFans model. She says, when people accuse me of wanting clout, but they don't know if I really wanted it, she says that I would post one of the numerous news that he sent me, or one of the 2 XXX videos that we made. Ooh, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. I don't want to see you too cute to be getting locked up out here, girl. Don't do it. So she says, FYI, yeah, I massage his booty brownies, girl, and his schlong with my tongue. Oh my God, girl. She says, in my Suki voice, now I'm eating the booty brownies, girl. No, ma'am. So this is what she showed. She said, shot you. She said, shot you just made my clit jump. Oh my goodness. She says, that head so good. You massage them scrotums in child booty brownies. She says, baby, I can't right now. I'm child. So this is a message between the 2 of them, and she's showing half of his number to show that, yeah, okay, that there was some interaction between the 2 of them. So it's given that he's been out here with an OnlyFans model. Lord, bring me down, Lord. What y'all think about this? I don't know what the infatuation is. Ariana, I blame you for starting this shit. I hear telling people you eating ass. I blame Ariana for this, because you was out here telling people that you did that shit with Martell. Now all the girls out here feel like they can't keep a man unless they back there munching on the booty brownies. Like, girl, why do they want shit in their teeth out here? Let me get off this, child, because I don't want to go too far. Because y'all know my mouth can be a little too much sometimes. But baby, that's not the move at all. All right, women, please do not feel like y'all got to be on that type of shit to keep a man or get a man, baby. All right. And if a man is allowing you to be back there munching anyway, you might want to question his sexuality, because I don't know any straight man that like that shit. I'm just saying. I'm just most straight men, child, when you get going back there, they're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck you doing? Bring it back to the front. All right. Back door is off limits. Front door, baby. Okay. Oh, y'all are doing the most out here. Let's move on, though, child. For that, give me some more heart palpitations. I'm gonna have to call the damn nurse in here, honey. So they can put the damn jumper cables on me and bring me back. Cause shit. We ain't about to result to that. I don't like no brown shit in my teeth. Unless I'm eating good old Baby Ruth or some shit like that, or Snickers bar. All right, and then we're gonna brush right after that. Cause child. All right, so because I don't nobody over here asking me what's the brown shit in your teeth, girl. No, the camera did not do that, girl. That was, I promise you, that was a Snicker bar. I promise you, bitch, I was eating a Snicker bar. All right, on to the next. All right, so let's get into it. Shout out to Melody Sheree. All right, shout out to Melody Sheree. She is getting an award, child. The 100 Global Women's Icon Award. Okay, so it's going to be September the 26th, as you guys can see, at 6 p.m. Melody Sheree Rogers will be the honoree. The location is at the Watergate Hotel at 2650 Virginia Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. So she's going to be in D.C. Getting her award. It's called the 100 Global Women's Icon Award. Okay. So shout out to her for that. She shared that on her story. So I wanted to go ahead and let you guys see that. So she's out here, honey, moving onward and upward. She's doing well with her products and all of the things of the things. All right. So y'all going to support. Moving right along. All right. Judge Joe Brown is out here doing his good work of being shady. I don't know why he always have heat for women. Now, I ain't like the way he came for Kamala that one time. He was talking shit about Kamala. Now he's over here talking about good old Tina Turner. And I don't like it. I'm mad. I am mad. I am mad. You bald-headed, biscuit-eating, hating-ass judge over here. That's why they kicked your ass off TV, because you on this level of bullshit. I don't like it. Okay, Tina Turner ain't here to speak for herself no more. All right, but you out here talking shit about Tina, and we're gonna listen to it. All right. Shout out to Soldier Radio, because this is where we saw it. Okay. Judge Joe Brown reveals the shocking reason that he calls Tina Turner a witch. Now he sat down, it looks like, with Art of Dialogue to do an interview, and this is what he had to say. Let's get into it.
Tina Turner, what was your issue with her? You call her a witch?
Yeah. I'll tell you why. See, I was defending Ike. Why was I defending Ike? Because when I was in 6th grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, junior high school in South Central LA, me and my homeboys, we'd go play at the playground or something, and Ike would drive by in his Rolls Royce with his homeboy. He'd stop. He'd go get his homeboy to go get hamburgers and fries. He'd sit there, talk to us for 2 hours, tell us to be drug-free, stay in school, keep your stuff together. He'd talk to us about the problems we were having. You know, he was always a nice guy. And then Tina had a matching Rolls Royce. The windows are tinted. If you wave at Ike, he'd roll the window down and smile at you, stop and talk. Unless he'd say, I'm busy, guys, you know, like, I'll be back. You know, how long you gonna be here? You know, and he'd come back, just like you said. Tina would start calling you greasy, black, pickaninny, she didn't give you permission to talk to her. Like, damn. You know, she called you all kinds of bad things. And this isn't one or two instances, because Ike, you know, he was out there doing what people are supposed to do about uplifting the community. You talk about the young men out there that need some guidance. Ike was always out there telling us to be straight, stay in school, work hard, and it's all about your mind, not how much you can hustle. What are you doing to make a difference? And we saw him get brutalized by that woman, get hit with objects and stuff. It ain't like, you know, like we're looking like, damn, did you see how she hit him with that thing? I know that hurt.
What about the times he hit her? Like, y'all saw the movie, right? Hello? We saw where she had to run into the hotel with her lip and nose and everything else bloody, her eyes black, how she had to get up in the middle of the night to get away from his abusive ass. So we're going to sit here and act like Ike Turner was not abusive towards Tina. Like, get the fuck out of here, Judge Joe Brown.
I didn't that he wouldn't hit back, but we always saw her started, and she had a horrible attitude. And then finally, the last time I saw this, I'm standing about less than the distance from here to this wall in the room, standing in line at Vaughn's Market on Crenshaw, right at the railroad tracks. I was in college, and there was some young ladies who were attending my former high school, Dorsey High, and they had on the sweatshirts. And Tina was about 4 people up in the line, and it was 4 of these young girls, and they were whispering, "Is that Tina Turner? Oh my God, it is, it is." So one of them got enough nerve to say, "Miss Tina, may I speak?" She called her a bitch and said, "Oh, I didn't give you permission to talk to me. I'll slap the black off of you. But you dare talk to me without my permission." And the girls started crying. I said, damn. So, I mean, when they had that stuff like "What's Love Got to Do with It," and they put all that stuff out, I said, damn, man, that's cold the way they doing the brother.
Tina Turner, what was your issue with her? You call her a witch?
So we're gonna act like, I mean, I'm not saying that Tina probably didn't have an attitude from time to time. If you were a nigga like Ike Turner and the stuff that we've seen and or heard, and how he was abusive and how he cheated on her and how he manipulated her and all of those things, you know, he felt like he can control her and rule her because he got her into the music game, okay, and didn't want to let her go until she had to branch out on her own, and she became Tina Turner, and she left that marriage with nothing but her name. You guys saw the movie. That's one of my favorite movies. Oh my God. When I tell you, I know every single scene. Oh my God. But Judge Joe Brown, it's given that you might be missing a few scruples. I sound like your teeth was coming loose there too. That polydent was wearing off because your ass was sitting here only remembering the things about Tina. What is it with Judge Joe Brown? He feels like he can just really talk shit about women. This is like the second or third video I played of him just really, really talking shit about women. Like, what is it? Like, can you also hold, Ike Turner accountable for all of the abusive things? How about when he put a pow up to Tina's head when she talked about leaving? All of those things. Like, go read up on this stuff. Not just being abusive towards Tina, but his other baby mamas and towards his kids. Like, he was a hot ass mess. Okay, so I get it that he, tried to inspire you to stay in school, but the nigga had a backhand. I feel like he had some trophies on the mantle like this. Because he slapped a lot of hoes back in the day, like for real. Not calling Tina Turner one, but y'all feel me? So let's move along, child. All right, so let's get into this Tommy Lee video. All right, hold up. Let's get into this Tommy Lee video. So Tommy Lee from Love and Hip Hop, y'all remember her? She stayed fighting. She got about 147 mugshots, girl. So Tommy Lee breaks her silence on Amber Rose spilling her business after a private conversation. I'm just like, child, I don't think you want to get into it with Tommy because she's crazy. Tommy does not have any boundaries. So shout out to Real Talk Betty because that's where I saw it. Let's go ahead and share, honey, so we can get into this because y'all know Tommy Lee is that shit crazy. That's probably the last person you want to get into it with because, baby, all right, let's go ahead and make it big, child, because y'all know we love big over here. All right, let's unmute. Let's back it up. All right, let's get into it and boom. Hold up.
Yeah, I did have a conversation with Amber. And it was not about none of this shit. It was about somebody that we both dealt with. I dealt with him before her, and she had followed me, and then she unfollowed me when she started dealing with him. And so it was about that. And now, you get what I'm saying? When I'm saying us Amber talk, it's just like, bitch, do I need to run in your mouth? Ho, it's on Pyru, bitch. It's just giving like you been running around like spraying a nigga, dog. And I kept it too cheap.
Why are you representing the gang? Are you part of the gang now? Y'all know Pyru is a part of the gang. Girl, like, hold up, what the fuck? So now you're mad because Amber Rose, which she goes behind everybody, all right? At one point, she was messing with Amon Shumpert, okay? Right after him and Teyana Taylor went public to say that they were getting divorced, and look up and them two laid out on the beach together. I was like, well, what is this? That was quick. So Amber Rose, child, she don't do nothing else, and she gonna lay up with your man. Okay, so I don't know why you surprised, Tommy, that she came behind you and was messing with somebody that you were dealing with. But then again, if you were done with this person, maybe she felt like it was open season to open her legs to this person. Okay, it's no secret. Y'all know she dated Kanye West back in the day, and he got rid of her to go on and be with other women. and be the crazy nigga that he is right now. And Tommie, you ain't that much better because your ass is crazy too. So I really hope y'all ain't fighting over some dude. And Tommie, you wind up getting another damn mugshot behind some nigga that you probably ain't even with no more and ain't probably thinking about your ass no more. Okay. So word to the wise, baby, let it go. All right. And don't be out here on that gang because I heard Pyru and I was like, we know what that is, baby. All right. We know exactly what that is. All right, let's get back. Okay, yeah. Let's get back to my main screen because now we got to get into this Kenya Moore stuff. All right, let's get into Kenya Moore because Kenya Moore released some information that I ran across today. I said, oh, we got to talk about it, girl. All right. I'm going to read that from my phone because that's kind of small. Hey, everyone coming in. So you guys know that Kenya and Mark the Narc are divorced as of now, okay? So Kenya has now brought to our attention that Mark has moved from New York because his restaurants had to be closed down because he ain't had the money to keep them open. He had some tax issues and all this other stuff. Now, when she and Mark first met, Kenya paid off a bunch of his tax liens as related to his businesses, etc. But after that, he ran into some more issues. And then once they got divorced or prior to their divorce, y'all know that Mark was trying to get part ownership, 50% ownership of Kenya's home that she owned prior to knowing him. He was being an asshole about it. He was trying to get child support out of her as well, in which both were denied through the courts. But once he lost his restaurants and once he lost everything else, he lost his apartment as well. So now he moves to Atlanta, somewhere he never wanted to live while he was married to Kenya. But now he is living in Atlanta and he wants to move in with Kenya, talking about he wants to be close to his daughter. Now, you didn't want to do any of that when you were married to her, and she begged you to move to Atlanta, but you didn't want to stay there. So now that you've lost everything, you want to take your drunk ass to Atlanta. Mind you, when he was staying in New York, he was staying with a baby mama. Did y'all know that? Mark has another baby mama in New York who he was staying with. And when Kenya would fly to New York with her daughter to go and see him, she would stay in a hotel and he would go and see her. Yeah, that's some tea for your ass. So let's get into what Kenya has exposed about her situation with Mark. Now, y'all remember not too long ago, too, Kenya went live in her hair care spa. And who came and walked up in the live with her? None other than Mark. We were like, what the fuck Mark doing there? Why are you walking up in her live like they back together again? Okay, child. So let's go ahead and get into what Kenya had to say. So it said that Kenya Moore revealed that her ex-husband, Mark Daly, has recently tried moving into her home, Moore Manor, child. Goes on to say that she explained that Mark shut down his New York restaurant after running into some financial struggles and has since relocated back to Atlanta to be closer to their daughter, Brooklyn. It goes on to say that while Kenya acknowledged the importance of Brooklyn having her father present, she made it clear that they are no longer together and that Mark will need to figure out his own living arrangement soon. So does that mean that he's staying with her until he figure out his living arrangements? Because she said soon, meaning that she might be letting him stay one of them back rooms back there, and you go on down there when your daughter go to sleep down the hallway and tiptoe down there, girl, and jump on that thing and then go get back in your bed, or maybe you sleep in his bed. So it's given that you might be letting him stay temporarily until he finds a place. Girl, he ain't had no money when he moved from New York. So what is he doing? All right, so it said that Kenya continues by pointing out the irony of the situation, reminding fans that Mark once tried to fight her in court for alimony and even attempted to go after the very home that she worked so hard to build. It says that now she says that he's trying to live in the same house with her. That ain't gonna work. Because if she's trying to date, that's gonna be a problem. And we already know how Mark is controlling, so that shit would not work for me. So it's given that he's trying to use her because he's down and out. He ain't got shit now. So it said that Kenya did not hold back, calling Mark's actions outrageous and labeling him as nuts for expecting her to provide him a place to stay after all the battles that they've had, because he gave her hell. Like, he stretched this out. She wanted to get her divorce a long time ago, and he fought it and fought it and fought it, saying he was not giving in until he got half ownership of her home, because he says he did some upgrades and all these other things to her home that she probably didn't ask his ass to do. All right. So it goes on to say that she emphasized that while she respects his role as Brooklyn's father, that she refuses to let him take advantage of the generosity or invade the independence that she fought to create. So that's shout out to the Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page for that. What do y'all think about that? Because I feel like Like, girl, after everything you did to get rid of Mark, and after all the shit he put you through, like, hell no, he would not spend one fucking night in my house. If you gonna move to Atlanta, fine. Go get you a 1-bedroom apartment. Go get you a job, because you just a regular schmegular nigga. Yeah, you were married to Kenya Moore, but that's her money. Kenya's already going through her own shit. Kenya's house is set to be, they're saying her house is set to be auctioned in November if she doesn't come up with X amount of money, because she's having some money issues, not to mention her hair care spa. She's being sued by her landlord for months and months of rent for that. Okay? Like $80-something thousand in back rent. So she can't afford to take on a grown-ass man moving into her house because he decided that he didn't want to take care of his shit in New York after she'd been asking him for years and years and years to come and move closer. I mean, as her husband, you should have been staying in the house with her. You never wanted to stay with her because you want to stay in New York and have all your bitches around you. So now that you down and out, your restaurant closed down, you ain't got no job, your money funny. Now you want to move to Atlanta and be close. Talking about you want to use that, you want to use that excuse of wanting to be closer to your daughter, Brooklyn now, when you should have been wanting to be closer to her before. So I applaud Kenya for standing her ground and not allowing him to just move up in her house because he ain't got nowhere else to go and be a financial burden on her. That's one more mouth to feed. That's another nigga cutting on your lights. That's somebody else that's probably going to drive your car, because if he even has a fucking car. Then when you want him out of your house, you got to spend more money to go through the courts to have him evicted up out your house. Ciao. What y'all think, honey? Y'all sound off on that, okay? Sound off on that, because, baby, if you try to take my house, you damn sure ain't going to stay up in here. Like, I would have told his ass, thank you for moving to be close to your daughter, but going to get you that good that 1-bedroom apartment, honey. And even if you want to move up the street or so it ain't going to be far. If you want to come and see your child, that's fine. But in terms of moving in the house with me, hell no. I don't like nobody staying with me. So that shit wouldn't work anyway. But let's continue, because, child, we got another issue as related to a house, and that is none other than Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker. All right, now we kind of touched on this before, but now we got to give you guys the update on that as well, because Todd is feeling a way that Kandi is not bending on her decision to leave all of her prized possessions to her 3 children versus Todd. So it sounds like he will get something, but not as much as Kandi is choosing to leave to her children. And I can totally understand that, but Todd feels a way. Todd doesn't feel like, and I told you guys, I kind of covered this before, that Todd does not feel like he's the man of the house. Todd wants his name to be on Kandi's homes and properties that she acquired prior to him. He feels like because they're married now and he's her husband, that his name should be on the house that they share and or live in. But that is Kandi's home that she purchased prior to marrying Todd. So y'all remember, he didn't even want to sign the prenup before they got married. Y'all saw that on their wedding special. He tried to wait it out until the day of, and Kandi said, hey, I mean it. If you don't sign the prenup, we're not getting married. He had an attitude. I'm talking about even standing up there at the wedding. He had an attitude. And of course, y'all know Mama Joyce, she put her input in it. And she was like, Kandi, you not marrying this nigga without a prenup. So at the last minute, he did sign, but he was not happy about that shit. Okay. He was not happy about that. So let's go ahead and read up on this. Again, shout out to Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page on that as well. So they're saying that Kandi Burruss firmly addresses the topic of finances in her marriage, making it clear that while her husband Todd did ask to have his name added to her house, she stood her ground, meaning hell fuck no. Okay. I don't blame her. I don't blame her, because it's gonna be another Mark and Kenya situation where the nigga's trying to get your house if the shit don't work out. So she explained that the property would remain in her name, though she is open to purchasing another home with him in the future. That's how you do that. Y'all go in together, just like they're doing with their businesses, Blaze and OLG. They're doing all of that together as a unit. So, then they split it 50-50. But in terms of her home that she acquired prior to him, I don't agree with her putting his name on there. So if y'all want to buy a house together, then yeah. All right, so it goes on to say that Kandi outlined her estate plan, stating that her home, assets, and money will be divided among her 3 children, Riley, which is her oldest daughter, Blaze, which is her daughter, and then Ace, okay, which is her son. Said that she stressed the importance of building generational wealth and ensuring that it is passed down, even if some criticize her for putting her kids first. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? It says that while she honors her husband as the head of their household, Kandi emphasized that protecting what she has worked hard to build is non-negotiable, meaning she's not bending, she's not changing it. Her children are definitely going to be first when it comes to her will or anything that she leaves behind in the event that something happens to her, meaning her home would probably go to like Riley or whatever the case may be. So Todd, for a very long time, was upset, saying, hey, we've been married for quite some time. I think they just celebrated like 10, 12 years of marriage. He was feeling a way that that Kandi never went and put his name on their home, which he called the marital home. But Kandi was like, yeah, no, this is my home that I purchased prior to marrying you. But I'm happy to go and get a home, for the both of us. We can go and look at a house that we enjoy or want, and let's purchase and go in on it together and get both of our names on it, and then go from there. So one thing you can say about Kandi, she might not be able to sing real good. She might sound like a fucking Billy Goat, like she's singing in a fan on high. But when it comes to her business and her business acumen and doing what she needs to do about her money, Kandi ain't about to fuck up her coin. Kandi is very smart when it comes to business and how she moves and how she handles things. So I take my hat off to her for standing her ground on that, even though Ty gets mad and get an attitude and act out and go stay at the damn strip club all damn night because Kandi do not allow him to run over her. But listen, somebody said Kandi definitely can't sing. Y'all crazy. But yeah, so shout out to Kandi. Shout out to Kandi. Y'all sign off on what y'all think. Put a 1 in the chat if you married someone. Would you put their name on your house if you had said house prior to meeting and or knowing this person? Okay. Would you go once you marry this person and go and put their name on your properties? Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you would. Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. Let's get a poll. Because I think Kandi's doing the right thing. Todd be moving kind of funny to me. All right. And I get it. They love each other. But Kandi was like, yeah, I love you. But bitch, I'm not about to put myself in that situation because if shit go left, I feel like you're going to come for my money. Okay. I feel like you're going to come for my money. So I appreciate the fact that she's building with Todd and they're getting things together after the fact and they're doing it together. He's putting his name on. She's putting her name on. When they're doing these movies, it's Todd and Kandi. With the businesses, like I said, OLG and Blaze Restaurant Steakhouse, it's Todd and Kandi. When they're doing these plays that they're doing, it's Todd and Kandi. So I get that. So she's allowing him to be able to earn a coin as well and be in business with her. But I appreciate the fact that everything she's acquired prior to that she is definitely keeping that separate and in her name only so that she can have something to pass down to her children. So I appreciate and I respect that. I see a bunch of 2s. Y'all, we here. Okay, we are here. Anything accumulated after, then yeah, y'all go ahead and put that shit in each other's name. But before, nah, you better put that shit separate because let me tell you something. When people fall out, money, your wallet is the first thing that people go for. Real talk. Money, properties. Y'all see what we just read about Kenya Moore's ex-husband, Mark Daly? Motherfucker wanted 50% of her home, ain't putting out one down payment, ain't did shit, ain't paid not one piece of tax on her home or properties. The nigga put 3 light bulbs in and then went down there and filed some papers talking about he won't have ownership. Nigga, take these light bulbs, unscrew every motherfucking light bulb and take them with you if that's how you feel. That's what I would told him, bitch. We'll sit in the dark until I can go on down there to Walmart and get some more light bulbs. All right, you don't put 3 doorknobs on the bitch. Get these doorknobs. Take every screw, every nail, anything you put in my shit, and just take it with you. If it comes down to me having to give you ownership of something I worked hard to build, a legacy for me and mine. And that's how I see it. But y'all go ahead and drop in the chat. Let me know what y'all think about these topics. All right. We talked about this OnlyFans model coming out to expose and threatening to expose Revenge P. We can call it that because that's exactly what it is. Exposing Stefon Diggs. All right, with pictures and or videos that she's threatening to expose him with if he doesn't come clean to, I guess, acknowledge her. Girl, go find something to do. It's given that you don't have enough to do. It's plenty of things you can be doing besides this shit here. All right, you've already acknowledged that he's great in bed. Great for you. Maybe you're missing that ping, which is why you're coming back out being this ratchet ass biatch. All right, so shout out to Melody Sheree for her award for the 100 Global Women's Icon Award. Okay, and that will be coming up September the 26th. So you guys congratulate her on that if you guys are in her TikTok lives or in her comments. All right, let her know that you guys congratulate her on that. We talked about Judge Joe Brown calling Tina Turner a witch. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Tommy Lee feeling a way about Amber Rose going behind her and dating and or messing with someone she used to date. Child, that's gonna always happen. All right, and then we also talked about Kenya Moore exposing Mark Daly, her ex-husband, for moving to Atlanta and trying to move into her home and using the excuse of wanting to be close to their daughter as a means to live with Kenya, and she does not want that. Don't do it, girl. Okay, do not do it. All right. And also we talked about Kandi Burruss keeping her foot down and putting her foot down and standing firm on her decision not to add Todd to her home and focusing on leaving her wealth to her children. All right. Her 3 children, Blaze, Riley, and what's the other child name? And Ace. Okay. So shout out to them and shout out to Kandi for being smart in business. And shout out to my Caramelians in the chat as well. Y'all know I love y'all down, honey. Let's go ahead and do my thank yous. Right. Don't do it, Kenya, honey. Do not. Do not. And if you sleeping with him, child, let me tell you something. Because some of these men out here can be real slick, honey. When they put that good peen on you, you be doing shit that you didn't plan to do. You like, I ain't really put that nigga name on my house, but damn, the nigga cracked my back too good last night. And this thing, I know a bitch was in here signing papers. Okay. No, ma'am, honey. No, ma'am, Pam. But thank you so much to my top flight Mars, Scorpion Miss Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, KBR, and Tyra. Y'all do an awesome job. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Love y'all down. Thank you to all the content creators that are in the building and in the bushes. Thank you, Shay Renee, Schoolboy, Sunny Days. Thank you, Simple Mom Family TV, Purple Unicorn, the Stu Queen B, Dairy Talk Show, Just a Tea, Please, Miss Dee, if you're in the house, thanks for being here as well. Any other content creators, if you're here, please drop in the chat. Just say me, so that I can acknowledge you. All right, before we get out of here. Tomorrow is Monday. All right, we will have Car Chronicles. I will have to push it back a couple hours, all right, because I do have an important meeting that I do have to do. And right after that, I will come on, okay? So y'all keep your notifications on so that so that you will not miss the show. That's it. Nobody else. All right. Let's get on out of here, honey. All right. Love you guys down to the next video. Unless we have some breaking news or something like that, then I will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. And goodbye. All right. Bye.